Hello, everybody. I am back. Huge apologies for the fuck up. But let's try this again. I have gotten rid of anything that might interfere. Because I think my... the problem with my stream itself was giving me false information. So, let's try it again. We're going to go from the beginning and see how we go. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But we shall see. I need to change that. Sorry for the black screen. That should come up in a second. Yes, I need to make sure that's the right size. Excuse me 1 second. Right. Call of Cthulhu. Here we go again. New game. I'm going to start a different slot. I'm going to go straight into it. No problems. Now, hopefully, I'll be able to see pretty much instantly if it runs okay. And obviously, for the most part, this won't be blind. But we're going to go for about an hour and see how much we can get done. Right, start. Once again, if I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. Ain't that the truth? That quote can't be any more bloody true today. Jesus. Okay. It seems to be the cutscenes that run the worst. But it seems to be okay. In the sense that it looks the same as on my screen as on the thing. Right, let's do this. The fact that Outlast 2 runs gives me confidence that it will run at least semi-competently now. Yep, seems to be okay. Let's carry on. Go through this door. Oh wait, no. I can't believe I forgot that already. Yep, looks good. Everything's fine. Okay. That's right. Yeah, all clear. Thank you. Right. Let's pick up that. Let's see the giant monster again. Ooh, it's right there. I never noticed that. What is that? No idea what that is. Now, if we see a frame dip here, it means it's the same as before. But if we don't, then it means it's running fine. Let's have a look. No frame dips. Yeah. Okay. It seems to be running better. So whatever the hell I did seems to have worked. Touch wood. Fingers crossed. All that stuff. Right. Let's just keep it going. Open that up. And away we go. The long fate inescapably draws you on. Don't know why that sounds so cool to me. It just does. Oh, I can actually have a look around as well. So I was a bit bewildered. Can I not open that? I kind of want to open that now. It does seem to be running better than it did before. Okay. And we get to laugh at the orcas. Laugh at the orcas. I mentioned they're bastards before. I'll mention it again, they're bastards. Okay. Oh, can't hear the game. My bad. There we go. Sorry. I always fucking do that. All good. Should be fine now. Apologies. That was me. There we go. Behold. Let's see how this runs.
Everything has already been written.
Those faces are so creepy, but I really like it. It's a really nice touch.
You will attempt to change your destiny.
There should be sound now. Alasia. Oh right, yeah. That was just it just took you a while to catch up to me. Fair enough. But yeah. Dream sequence. Scary. Ooh. Let's pick up all the shit.
Why I still take these things.
Right. Oh yeah. There's a lot of bump. I will pick up the
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
the cases. It's just nice to pick them up.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Okay. Right, let's turn this off and start the actual game. Right. Oh,
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh. Yeah. So now we've got the journal. Yep. Skills. Oh, I never noticed that before. Sanity. Ooh, hello. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. Meuse-Argonne? I don't know. He is one of the few survivors of the lost battalion American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire, forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades. Without food or medical supplies, the soldiers were considered as lost as by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by the events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Right, so we've got sanity is now stable. Confidence in your abilities and your Cartesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions and your perceptions of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Oh yeah, we have to pick up the phone. Right, let's do the character creation.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Yes, I am.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your files. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, so what did I pick last time? I picked Eloquence and Spot Hidden, didn't I? So I definitely get that. Get one, another one in Eloquence. Now, the last time I picked Medicine, but I might change that. Investigation, maybe? Improving the skills increases your chances of understanding past events by analysing a crime scene. Maybe that's a good one to do. I mean, that's two. That's two. That's two. That's two. That's two. They're all two. So at this, but I mean that makes more sense actually. I'm gonna put those in there because I want to get the investigation up. To be honest. So, maybe it'll be a good idea to pick one that'll actually increase the skill. Yeah, because that's 4, that's 6, 6, that's only 2, and that's 4. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep with my choices as I did before.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
He just hangs up on it.
I'm coming.
Right. Now we'll get the actual investigation stuff out of the way.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's
Okay.
all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Right, let's look at the file first.
A warehouse on Darkwater.
Yes.
Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Do let me know if you notice anything about the stream that's odd, by the way, because I want to keep a close eye on it to make sure it's okay. Yeah, so Warehouse 36, that's the main thing. Mental frailty, dark water. That's basically all we need to know for that. That's
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You didn't get into frame quickly there. Right. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't take... It's interesting. I don't know why there's a different thing here. The dialogue has changed for some reason. I'm not too sure why.
Darkwater?
Yeah.
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Fair enough. I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Her
Something's
husband
not right.
was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
Yes.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Although, come to think of it, what's interesting is that the woman I spoke to said that my documents were destroyed in a fire. And now we're talking about another woman who died in a fire. Am I making a false connection there? That seems interesting.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Right. Let's find
The
out about
sender's
the
label
girls.
mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay. I didn't pick this one last time.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Fine. Okay. That's
I
all the
think
information
I'm
I
beginning
need.
to understand.
Let's get going,
I'm
and then the
willing to
true
do
test
anything
begins.
for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An
do we have
artist
to?
dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Yeah, I must
Which
have
you
done
don't
something
totally
different to my
deny.
stats, but I don't think I
Find that
did.
warehouse. Find
think
out
I picked the
truth
same
regarding
stats as
Sarah
last time.
Hawkins' death.
And yet
You'll
the
be
dialogue
handsomely
changed.
compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Pierce.
Yes.
I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
That's a good
Something's
point.
But it's not like I have a choice.
Last time I drank the whiskey,
Dark.
and yet
I
that's
think I've got
really
a book on the
interesting.
North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
That's bizarre. Maybe the fact that I drank the whiskey last time, this little whiskey here, changed the dialogue. I mean, that's some really subtle shit. If that's the case, I like that. I'm not actually going to drink the whiskey this time because I want to. That's really interesting. I wonder what else. Anyway, end of chapter 1. Weirdly. And let's see how this goes. So there you go. It drinking the whiskey genuinely had an effect on the story in a meaningful way. That makes me far more inclined to think about my choices from now on. I like that. Because last time I drank the whiskey and it said, "Oh, this will affect you later," and I thought it was like telltale bullshit. But yeah, that was a tangible effect. Kudos to the game there. And the fact that and if I hadn't restarted, I would never have known that. Anyway, let's try it, shall we? Oh boy. God, I hope this works. And at the beginning of chapter 2, we now get the opening credits, which is still weird to me. And yes, it's running. It's working. It's actually working. My God. I may have solved my problem. All the games that didn't run before might actually run now. Holy shit. Haha! I'm actually really happy about that. High five me.
We're almost there.
Apologies if this is really annoying, but I'm just... You can't believe how happy I am to know that games actually run now. Oh my God. So I can actually go back and play Butcher Bay when it was fucking up. Oh my God. That's so good. Ah! And I can do Outlast 2. I can finally play Outlast 2 even though it's shit. But it's better than nothing. Oh man. Brilliant. Let's just check that the OBS was working. Yeah, the OBS didn't give me any problems. Brilliant.
There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
A bad one.
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
Okay.
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll
wonder what
find
the
me
hell
at the
that
Harbor Master's office.
All right.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Excellent. Thank
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
you. Right. Let's have a quick look around because I didn't really get to take in everything before. So, first of all, why is there here? Why is this here?
Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
Wow, there's actually what is that? Is that a shark or a whale?
You can't do that.
I'm gonna say shark.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't...
The same
Hello,
goes
can
for
I talk to
sir.
you?
Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
Yes.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
Okay.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
None of
I'm
your
looking
business.
for this address.
Oh,
Warehouse
he's gonna ask about it
36,
anyway. I had the option before.
Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now.
Well, now I
please,
just gotta break in.
allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Oh, I can use my
Blood
medicine.
is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Ah,
That's no way to treat an omen.
I mean that's pretty bad.
He's gonna get us into trouble.
Can I talk to you? No.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What about you?
It's
No.
a sign.
Okay.
There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water.
Can I talk to these?
wanted to stir us up. But you
Oh,
can stay
hello.
to watch if you want.
Nothing for you here either.
Come on, you
Beat
bastard.
it.
You'll see
Okay.
what a true sailor's got in his belly.
I know when I'm not welcome. Right. Let's do the bar again. Oh, I forgot about that.
Hey, be careful.
I definitely want to talk to her. She looks like she knows something.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Right. It wasn't me who went looking for it. That's the choice I went for last time. I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this.
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Yes.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up and tab. Others pay.
Okay. I mean, that... I had the benefit of hindsight there to change my answer, but I wasn't really confident with that answer to begin with. So, we're good. Anyway.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Right.
You know where this place
Get to the
is?
point.
Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Okay.
Screams, that sort of thing.
Good to know.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it.
Yeah.
But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Right. Let's get a bit more information.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's true that they were strange. It's not speaking
Her
ill,
vision.
it's true.
Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
It's true that they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Yes, I definitely
I've
need
got
to do
what I
that.
need.
Anything else?
Nope. Did I ask that last time?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
Kind
What
of
can I
appropriate
tell
considering
you?
the stranded
I'm a
shark.
nostalgic sort of guy. The
Or was it a
name,
whale?
It reminds us
Didn't
of
really
the
find out.
golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Okay.
Captain
me a drink.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
It's 90% whale oil.
I think we'll get along well.
Yeah, see how you can get along, you know? This will affect your destiny. Interesting.
That'll
Okay.
be all for now.
I don't think I need any more drinks. I'm watching you. Right. Now this is all brand new territory. So we're actually good now. So, can I speak to anyone here? Not anyone, clearly. But I can speak to you. You interested me.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Someone's... Will you shut up? I'm trying to listen. Someone was talking about other things that he was talking about. It's weird.
Do you like our song?
No.
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous
Oh,
catch.
yes, the miraculous
It's a local
catch.
legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
Ooh.
And it was delicious.
Okay, I'm definitely getting an Innsmouth Imboka vibe, if you've ever seen Dagon, from this. You know, maybe the flesh did something to the locals.
What brought
perhaps.
whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say
Oh yeah, that guy's neck is kind of going weird. I never noticed that.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Yeah, it's the miraculous catch. Okay, thank you.
Exactly.
Everyone's doing the Imboka greeting
I bid you farewell.
in the chat.
Good night, stranger.
I love that that's a thing.
So long.
Okay, let's read the report because I skimmed it before.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the crustacean that it is... The fact that they used crustacean... No, it's not crustacean. Cetacean. I was reading that wrong. That's not crustacean. C-E-T-A... Is that cetacean? I want to say cetacean. I have no idea what that means. I'm intrigued. That is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the sides of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will... wait, now it's calling it a whale. Will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Mark is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, blah, 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 blah. This is a special event at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of the brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale will invite you to... Okay, fine. Huh. Interesting. A cetacean is apparently a whale. I did not know that. That's good to know. Now, can I talk to you? Because you're looking at me weirdly.
What you looking at, stranger?
You were looking at me first. Are you looking at me? I can't do tough guy. What? What is a woman like you doing in a place like this? Come on, man!
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her
You're not
liquor
Bogey.
so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a
Humphrey
compliment.
Bogart I was referring
So
to there.
what? Let me drink, stranger.
Alright, you were looking at me quite
I told you
inquisitively. Alright, she doesn't want to talk to me, fine. Oh, that's right, there's nothing over here. Who else was I could talk to? I think that's it. I mean, he's just going to give me another drink. Okay, I think we're good. What about... Ooh, we can read this.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor.
Interesting. That is interesting. Ms. Baker, always free for the lady. Interesting policy. Even I'm on the board. What's going on?
Prohibition is just a joke around here.
Yeah.
That suits me fine.
Okay, let's talk to Fitzroy then. For just so I know and I can relax from now on, is the stream going well for everyone? Is it smooth? Is it okay? Just give me a quick yay or nay, and then I can just kind of relax and just really get into it from now on. I just want to be sure. Yes, yeah, it's going fine. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. Now I can kind of relax a bit and get into it. Ooh, hello. It's a bit dingy.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. This seems to be very heavy investigative stuff, which is actually right up my street. I hope he doesn't mind me rummaging through his shit while he just stands there.
Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era.
Yeah.
I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla.
Oh, the Scylla.
It finished
I was
up
pronouncing
beached
that
at
wrong.
the entrance to the harbor.
Can I just walk in here? He's not going to mind? Okay. Learning of medicine. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Take that. Just nick shit, why not? Can't read that. Oh, hello. What's that? Whoa. That's a boat being flipped upside down. Will he get angry if I go upstairs? I don't know what affects things, which is arguably the best way to do it. You know?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
He's got a peg leg. You know he's a sailor. A man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of the ship. He has a wooden leg, so it's definitely not Fitzroy. Unless it is Fitzroy.
What a macabre
there it is.
souvenir.
That's a very, very basic wooden leg. Nothing there. Okay. Right, so I might as well talk to this guy. He definitely don't have a wooden leg. Hello.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay. Let's have a read.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
That's a good point. He could have regrown the leg. Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden, rather? So we've got that. New clue. Hey, whoa! Oh. I thought he just disappeared. Okay. I'm guessing this is when I could have just rummaged through everything, but I think I've seen mostly everything now. Can't go up there. I think that's about it, really. Oh. Hello. Oh, it's the crapper. Okay. Fair enough. Now, when he said deck, what the hell did he mean by that? Did he mean up here? No. Or did he mean literally the deck of the ship? I don't think he meant the deck of the ship. That's ridiculous. What am I even doing? So where the hell did he mean? Oh, he's right there. For fuck's sake, man. I just walked right past him.
From here,
Sorry.
I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Okay. Oh.
Your
Unlocked
manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Oh, we've got to go for the unlocked answers. I thought the fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Okay. Oh, we've got plenty of unlocked answers. Holy crap.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
It was a whale, not a shark.
Yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I suppose that makes sense.
Killer
What would have
whales
killed
don't
it?
have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
Well,
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Okay. Yes,
The
let's
miraculous
let's
catch.
What is that?
Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater
Already done that.
Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Can you not give me anything else? Okay.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Fair enough.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there.
Oh.
The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yes. Why would I lie? That seems a weird choice to make. I don't know why I would lie to that.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
I don't need to know where it is again.
I shall be on my way.
Thank
So
you.
come back and see me when you've got something new.
You're surprisingly helpful. I got 1 copper piece. Yeah, he's surprisingly helpful considering the usual townsfolk. Whoa! Okay. Can I put that away? Yeah. I didn't know I could do that. I guess that's our torch.
Can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Okay, we might as well just go straight to the warehouse. If I see anybody with kind of like fish-like features, this is going to be a very short game.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
What?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Hey?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come on
Oh,
our
boy.
island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
How
just
can
arrived,
I
you
be the
fools.
one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords. You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me.
Yeah.
You can hardly stand up.
He's right.
Morons.
We're no match. For the moment.
I'm glad they agree.
We're annoyed. It's understandable. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those 2 bozos behind us. Wait,
Okay.
now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
Right.
What brings you to dark water?
I'm not going to talk with drunks. Please just go away. But I might as well ask.
The 2 guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
Again, a mention of Cat.
If only they would kill each other.
Is
Who is
it Cat
Cat?
who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
Okay. And yes, that's true. The drunks always seem to have the answers in Lovecraft. Who is
That
Saint
statue
Brendan?
represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at
Local
us
statue for
like
local
all
people.
townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
Interesting.
So we drink.
Fair enough.
I've taken enough of your time.
Yes.
We'll see you later.
Alright, let's go talk to these cheery fellows.
Who's this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the 2 soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you.
It'll stink less.
Okay.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your
I
work.
wonder if this will work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know, Cat.
Her and me, it goes back a long way. She can certainly put them away.
Well, I've rarely seen anyone who can hold their liquor as well as her.
Everyone knows that.
That just proves that you've seen her in the bar, not that you know her. Go on, beat it.
Damn it.
We've seen enough of you.
It's possible if I'd have done
If
my
I can't
research
get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
and I'd have looked around a bit more deeply, maybe I would have seen something. I'm assuming it's that woman with the cigarette holder. Well, clearly I can go through here. I'm not too sure what the point of it is.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay. So I wonder. I mean, that guy looks like he knows what's up. So maybe she's gonna do a bit of preliminary. Can I talk to you?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
It's been reopened.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Again, now I just want to bother him. Okay. I'm going to try and talk to those guys again. Oh, wait. There's actually a... Ooh, actually, let's have a look at the actual statue. Because they did mention it, so we might as well have a look at it. Because I'm intrigued. And there are... Oh. Oh, I can do an investigation on locks. Good to know. I'll come back to that in a second. Let's have a look at the statue. Always nice to see weird fish things. Oh. St. Brendan, the navigator.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
It's an interesting language. Doesn't look like any kind of language. Oh, that water does not look right. Yeah. Not sure. Where are we going? Right, let's try these doors. Right, can't go in that one. That one's blocked, so we've only got this one. That's good. Give it a try. Come on. Ah.
Damnation. I broke it.
God damn it. Oh. Surprise, surprise, there's another way in. Or is it another way in? I can't tell. It looked like another way in. No, I can't actually climb up there. That's so annoying. It looks like a place I can go. Right, well now I know that they fucked up for Cat. Maybe I can persuade them to let me through so I won't tell her that they've messed up. Hopefully that's an option.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Same thing again.
Saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She
You really are
sounds
scared
quite
of her.
boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Okay.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Oh, doing it on purpose.
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Remind me, what are you doing
guarding
here?
exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Fair enough. I'll just
bid
go
you
talk to
gentlemen
Cat then.
farewell.
I assume that's Cat in the bar.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
I'm sure that there's probably another way I can actually sneak in, but let's try and do this diplomatically. Oh, that's the wrong way. God damn it. Oh, I left the door open. Sorry. Right. Oh, there's more people here.
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon.
I told you to beat it.
Ah, god damn it. Right, I guess I kind of messed that up. I should have waited to talk to her later. Well, I guess we'll try and find a way in. Somehow. There might be a way around the back. Let's start sneaking. I don't have a jump button, unfortunately.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Right.
I shall take my leave.
Aha. Excellent. There's an old-timey car here. Blocking my way. An ominous trapdoor. Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close range. Okay. Something is hidden here. I hope it's not this.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Aha.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
No, that wasn't it. Oh. Oh, hello. Crank. Lever activates a mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Okay. So where do I apply that? There's a winch up there, so how do I get up there? Ah! Brilliant. Ladder.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Yes. Please do that. Thank you. What? I don't understand. What the hell's going on there? I put the winch on there. Huh? Am I missing something? Why can't I use that? I'm just going to leave that there for a second. I'm not... Okay. I'm gonna have to leave that there for a second. I'm not sure what's going on there.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around.
Okay.
I shall take my leave.
No, can't go there. Let's go talk to what's-his-face.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Okay, I mean, I've done that.
Again.
Let's see
What
if
can
there's
I
more
do
dialogue.
for you?
No. I shall be on my way.
Okay.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down.
Not worth the effort.
I told that float that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
I assume I'm missing something. Nick is telling me I have to find muscle. I don't know how serious that is, though. Do I literally have to find someone to crank this for me? Yeah, okay. So, in theory... Okay, there must be more nuances I'm missing here. So, I mean, this guy is the most
You saw
logical.
what happened. Don't hang around.
I've seen they're not scared.
Of course, she's not into you on the...
Okay,
I shall
so
take my
there's
leave.
nothing else there. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I didn't. Did I look? Did I find everything I was looking for there? Because it's still here. I couldn't quite see it because my mic was in the way. So it's... There's something here it's telling me to look for. Oh, hello. Ah, there we go.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
I forgot that light was important. That's a pain in the ass, but I kind of like it because it's a bit more... It's a nice bit of realism, that. Ah. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
Exactly what I need.
Sorry for my idiot moment there. Anything else I can pick up? Anything else? Okay, that seems to be about right. Oh yeah. The thing's gone now. Oop, sorry, wrong button. Right. How the hell did I put the... There we go. Right. But I'm glad I figured that out mostly by myself, but thank you for telling me to look there again. No, that's... There we go. Turn the fucking
Looks like everything
handle.
is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
That does not look pleasant, though.
Ugh.
Thank you, Epic, for telling me what to do exactly as I finish it. That was actually nice timing, because I would feel a little bit not as great if I hadn't have figured that out myself. Why is it green? Anyway, progress. Good, good, good. That was... There was a 50-50 chance there that this place would explode. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Not good, not good, not good. Let's... Whoa. Hang on. What is going on?
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
It's probably toxic, isn't it? Right, let's just get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. If I die, I die. But there's no way of me knowing what's happening, because I don't think I have a health meter, which is something I've only just noticed. That's worrying. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, God. What was that? Ah! Jesus! It's a fucking octopus! What the hell? I'd say shit just got real.
This is primitive.
There's the green paint there, though. Well, I'm sufficiently freaked out, but also quite intrigued.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Oh. Reconstruction mode. Psychology.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Whoa. Creepy painting.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh. Let's just get out of here for a second. So I kind of want to just get my bearings a bit. I don't know if I needed to do more there, but oh well. That was a really creepy painting. Awful.
Someone has settled in here.
Uh-oh.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again.
Oh, great.
I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Let's team up.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade.
Lestrade?
Let me try a direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please...
I just realized his name is actually Officer Bradley, so I'm sure Lestrade was just a joke. Because otherwise that would be really weird if he was actually called Lestrade.
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown.
That is
here.
Cat. I thought so.
Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the
He's
hell are
so
you?
done with it.
What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
I feel like I could have done more in that reconstruction
Look
there.
behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Oh.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Chapter 3 already. Is this a really short game? Because I'm going to be really disappointed if it's a short game. Because it's not cheap.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Creepy.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
You're not the first to talk about Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I want to ask him quite a lot more, actually.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room.
Very localized fire.
And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You think the main character looks like Joel from The Last of Us? I don't think he does. He's a bit too thin for Joel. Anything I should be wary of?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Oh, yes?
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
No, I think we're good.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you.
We've already arrived.
If only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right.
Might as well.
Let's go.
Let's just go through some of this stuff. Officer Bradley drove us to the cliffs of dark water to the Hawkins mansion. The huge house set on the edge of the steep summit looks onto the lighthouse. The place seems to be abandoned for some time. Bradley told me that an old caretaker is still living here. He shouldn't prevent us from getting into the mansion. Okay. Oh, I've got CP available. I thought those were copper pieces at one point. It's not copper pieces. It's character points. I'm an idiot. Right, so I got 4. So is there anything I can actually upgrade right now? Yes, I can. I might, yeah. Medicine and cult can only be improved by objects discovered. Oh! That's what the book was for. Okay. Interesting. That's why they're yellow. Huh. Okay, then in that case we'll do psychology. Very strange. Very strange. How is my sanity? Oh, there's a new one. The submerged city. While investigating the Hawkins warehouse, Pierce entered a partly submerged tunnel that ran under the docks. There, something took a hold of his arm and tried to drag him beneath the surface. Drowning, the detective caught a glimpse of human and animal bodies, as well as an underground city. Pierce managed to make it back to the surface to discover that rather than tentacles, it was seaweed that had wrapped itself around his arm. The vision, nevertheless, disturbed him by its clarity and its violence. Still stable. And these are all the different people we met. Charles Hawkins, who looks suspiciously like my main character. Okay, so dead, dead, dead. Alive. Roy, James, Bradley. Look at that. Yes. No clues yet for chapter 3. But there's chapter 2 clues. And just the lights are in the inventory. Interesting. Where are you going? We're not going this way. Oh. There's a big fuck off tree in the way. Don't blink. See that's another way we can go. Why are we going this way? I laid me down to rest. I awakened, for the Lord sustained me. Psalm 3:5. Ominous graves. Charles Hawkins.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
Yeah,
I told
smashed.
you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Simon
What kind
Hawkins.
of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas
Hawkins.
doing such a thing. Let alone
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
What does that say? The girl... What was it? I can't read it. The girl artist effect. I can't quite read it. And true friend. Oh. Is it girl? No. Why am I saying girl? A great artist. God's sake. There we go. That's better. A great artist. Affectionate mother. And trusted friend. Okay. This guy gets bugger all. me gets the feeling that there's something about this guy that's not quite right. And then he just gets a weird cherub. Right, okay. I hope that's the wind making that noise. This definitely has a kind of a Norman Bates vibe. Crow. I'm going to go around here, because I don't think there's any way that way.
This entrance is still in use.
Oh. Whoa! Jesus.
Whoa.
Take it easy.
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence.
Good.
No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Come on.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
Come on.
I'm probably making a big mistake,
Yes.
but it won't be the first. Here, take
Thank
the key
you.
and do what you have to do.
We got the
Go on,
achievement for the
then.
terrible old man.
Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn
Whew.
from this mansion.
That could have gone... I imagine that could have gone a lot worse. You were no fucking help.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Oh, that was a quick transition. I don't like that creepy shadow back there. I mean, yeah, I brought that police officer around here so I wouldn't get attacked by the axe-wielding crazy guy.
Follow me.
He did bugger all.
I know the place.
Oh.
Who left this light on?
I genuinely thought he was going to say, "Who let the dogs out?" That's the kind of mindset I'm in right now. Oh, that's never good. Interesting paintings. Are these all hers? That's creepy as shit, and I love it. I love that painting. That's... It kind of weirdly moves. But yeah, I like that. Oh.
Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh boy. Right, let's... Right, so we have... We can look at the meat. What else can we look at? Because I do not want to... ooh. Actually, I think only the meat we can look at. Okay, that makes it easier for me.
What kind of meat is this?
Is that it, really? Okay.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
And yeah, looking at that again, I thought that was a regular piece of meat. It's not. What the fuck is that? It looks like Space Weevil. Right, he seems to be perturbed with something. I'm not too sure what I'm looking at here. Ah, here we are.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Yeah, that ain't cuttlefish.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Arguably
Something
because no one
happened
started.
at this table. An argument?
Was it an argument about how long the table is? Because it's a bit too long.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
What's weird is that meat looks no different, even though it's supposed to be rotting. That does look different, though. What? What did he say? Indiscriminate painting.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
The hell was that?
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
He's massive! Look at him! Got the same size as the pyramids. Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of an exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Oh dear.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Let's close that door because it's going to be closed anyway. Ah, I noticed something there. A bloodied handprint. Oh, the door's open again. I definitely want to look at that.
Did someone escape the fire?
Interesting. So we have definitely a body there. What is that? Arguably the source of the fire? Maybe. What is that?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Oh. Okay, that's odd. Why would she be doing that?
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Well, we know he was, because he racked up quite a bill. Is there anything else?
They had a
Smashed oil
fight.
lamp. So that must have been the source.
Why?
Oh. Ah. Drinking, fighting, falling, smashed lamp. Maybe. Ah.
If the
Missing
painting I
painting.
found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? The child's corpse left a trace.
Lovely.
Where are the others?
Where are the others? I'm intrigued by the mystery. It's actually a pretty good mystery. There's just enough clues to have me think,
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
and if not, why not? I don't think there's anything else. And you have to admit, I did a pretty good job there.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident.
Yes. Whoa, Christ.
This was a fight.
Methinks Hawkins was a
Someone
bit of an
fell
angry
here.
drunk.
A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I'm not going to tell him they botched the investigation. That would not go down well. The fire wasn't just
I
an
firmly
accident.
believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
One thing about the painting, though, is that was actually quite an interesting thing, where because of the way the canvas is treated and the actual paints, that is obviously fire resistant in itself. But
I just ask that you don't disturb anything.
when there's a fire in the house, the first thing that burns is the string that's hanging on the wall. So it falls off the wall and then falls face forward. So it almost always preserves the painting. So paintings actually last quite well in fires. And I know that because there's like an urban legend about a painting called, I think it's called The Crying Boy or something like that, where, you know, it was in houses and it would always catch fire, but it would miraculously remain. But that's not the case. It's just that it was a very popular painting and a lot of houses had it. But it also survived the fire for that exact reason. It's just an interesting little tidbit. I don't know why I talked about that so passionately, but it's an interesting little thing. Oh, bandages.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Whose indeed?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor.
The same one again.
Sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Oh, whoa. Again. Is that one of hers? She hasn't signed that one if it is. It's the same painting again. Duplicates. I do not like that.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Or the modern Prometheus. I did not like that sound. She's a very distinctive style. It's not exactly accurate, is it? The closer you get to it, the more distorted it gets. Then again, maybe that's the point. Maybe it's like painted from dreams. Same painting again. Oh, Christ. Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
I think you missed the point there, Eddie. That's really not the point of the story.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair.
No shit.
Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
How can you tell if it was that makes no sense to me. How could he tell that it was more degraded than the rest of the house? That's a very melty bust right there. The human body, a comparative analysis. Ah, that was a medicine thing. Excellent. Interesting. Okay. Well, how much? I have 3 CP, so I can possibly. Everything's at 6 now. I'm gonna wait.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
I genuinely thought that was a massive bug on the wall. Okay, it does kind of look like a bug.
A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century.
Ooh. This is what we call the Yorick table.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Yes, I'd say. Ominous.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Woolsvan.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by 2 families that seceded from the New England colonies.
There's another one. Interesting. Another one there. Must admit, I do like the paintings. I would not mind having them as like wallpapers and stuff. Whoa! I swear I saw something there, but that could just be my mind fucking with me. Oh, rats. Rats in the walls.
Locked. What will her room reveal about her?
That it's very goddamn dark. Whoa, hello. That's not good. That's not good at all. I don't want to see big scratches on the walls. Can this be opened? Oh, for God's sake, this one can be opened too. Okay, so we'll go here first and we'll have a investigate. Ah. A key that opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed. And, good. Glad I saw that. Whoa, don't go up there yet. That's where the monster lives, apparently. Right. Let's close the door, because I'm a bit weary of that. Now I can get into there. Ooh.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
75 milligrams of amylbarbital sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required if attacks become too violent. What the hell was that?
That's a massive dose.
Why did I hear scampering? I do not want to hear scampering. This place is really messing with my head now. There is something hidden here. But what and where? Why do I hear scampering outside the door? I swear to God I was hearing shit outside the door. Aha! Oh. Tentacles. Cthulhuid slightly, maybe. Oh, my mouse is going weird.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
I'm not the only one hearing that, right? You heard that. Right, so we found the key, so we might as well investigate here. Hey, wait, what are you doing? You found... No! You had the key, you moron! Okay. Ceremonial circle, more scratches. This isn't good.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each
Fate
other.
brought us together and forever it will find us. Oh, bind us, not find us.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Impressive. Returned. The Shambler. That's the only one that's named. The Shambler for FS.
It seems the last one was given for
Oh.
free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
That is a really melty bust. What is going on with that? That looks like Isaac Newton. Or a woman.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to
Ooh,
achieve?
That showed up. If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work. As long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the Elder Sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. There's a hole in the symbols. I can't see the Elder Sign there. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extract taken from the Malleus Mysterium. I wonder if that's related to the Malleus Maleficarum. Right, I don't think there's anything in here. But this is creepy as shit. And again, scratches on the walls does not encourage me. Right, I can't go in there.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh shit, the door's open. Oh shit, the door's open. Oh, let's just continue. Let's just close that door for no real reason. Now we're in creepy child bedroom.
The boys' room.
Okay, let's reconstruct.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Book there. Oh, sorry. What are you? Oh, creepy child drawings. Never good, never good.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Creepy singing.
Sleeping pills.
Okay.
Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Thank you. Now I want to investigate those.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
To be honest, that picture looks like a necromorph from Dead Space. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I want to make double sure that I have picked up everything. Yes, I know. Well, they seem to be directed at his bed. Okay. Satisfied. Oh, the pictures are gone. That's interesting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I am not happy about this. And I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight. And I'm probably going to do another stream soon. And because I have now fixed the stream, I think the stream is going to go a lot better now. But I'm going to leave it there. Leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger for later, because we'll come back to this and we are going to continue this and we're going to play the shit out of this, because I am really getting into this now. This is good stuff. It's nice. I love the investigation. The investigation's so much interesting stuff. I love the fact that you can get things wrong and you can change. So yeah, really good stuff. Really loving this so far. So, I say that's a pretty good success. I know I'm evil. But, hey, you can always play it yourself as well. But like I said, it is kind of expensive, to be honest. Let's go back to there. But yeah, it's kind of expensive. It's up to you whether you think it's worth it or not. I think it's about £40 or your regional equivalent, whatever that might be. So, and yes, this is so much better than Canarium because it actually has, you know, branching paths and things can change, as we've seen. I mean, the game changed, not a lot, but a little bit, just from me drinking some whiskey at the beginning. That was it, and the game changed. So that's pretty impressive. I'm definitely going to be playing this quite a few times just to make sure I see everything. And yeah, it's the atmosphere is really well done. Really good stuff. So we shall have to see how this continues. But so far, I'm loving it. And it's a worthwhile addition to the mythos. So hopefully, we shall continue this. And depending on how long it goes on for, could be quite a while. But like I said, now that the stream is fixed, which I think, you know, we can all say a big hooray for that. I can actually go back to some of the games that didn't work and actually play them now. We can finally finish the Outlast stuff. We can do Outlast 2. I mean, it's a bit shit, but you know, but we can still do it. I could actually go back and do Butcher Bay. The scar of Butcher Bay will be finally reversed, hopefully. Apparently it's 14 chapters, which is actually a decent size, actually. We're only on the 3rd chapter, and we're about 2 hours into it. So yeah, that's actually a pretty decent size for me. Give or take, that's actually quite a lot of time. So, yeah. Everything going well so far, and to be honest, I might come back to this sooner. I probably do another stream sometime this week. Because I definitely will not have time next week to stream, unfortunately. Because on Friday, this Friday, I actually have a radio interview. I'm being interviewed on the radio. I know. God knows why. But I'm being interviewed on the radio for the play I'm in. So Friday, doing that. Then it's Saturday and Sunday is the last kind of relaxation time I'm going to have for next week, because it's like Monday is rehearsals, Tuesday is the full-on dress rehearsal and tech for the play, and then we're actually on next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's a busy week next week, and I haven't actually got on my costume yet, so that's fun. It's going to be frantic as hell. But yeah. But I am so glad that this stream actually worked for once. And things are actually working now. And thank you everyone for sticking with it. And, you know, sticking with me. Just to give me a chance to get through it. So I am so glad you stuck around. Because this has actually been a pretty good stream. So thank you for that. And for more to come now, because we will never have problems again. Touch wood. I'm saying touch wood, just in case, but I don't think we'll have any more problems because it seems to have been fixed, to be honest. So yeah. That the play stuff. Oh yeah, because the play I'm in is on next week. After next week, I'll be getting back into doing the videos, so the videos will come soon. I haven't been able to film anything because my camera is actually being used in the play. It's being used to take pictures that will be used in the play and stuff. So, because it's a digital SLR that takes video as well. That's why. So yeah, it's actually being used. That's why. But after next week, I'm hopefully going to be trying getting into doing more of the reviews. I've already got what I'm doing next on the books. It's 2 films in theory, maybe 1, maybe 2, depending on how I'm feeling. But those are on the books. That's all being done. So we're going to get on that after next week. There's probably going to be another stream this week, just to maybe Saturday or Sunday, just to decompress myself and make me ready for next week, perhaps. So that should be fun. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Does anybody have any sort of questions, comments, things you want me to talk about quickly? Well, not quickly. Maybe I can talk about it for quite a while. So if anybody's got anything, let me know. I'm just going to have a quick drink because I'm quite parched. Sidious Joker just followed on Twitch, so thank you for that. Thank you for sticking with it, Epic. And yeah, and you'll probably see this VOD on the YouTube channel. What happened to your Crow 1 review? I never reviewed the first Crow. I went straight to the second one because it was the first thing I ever did. Ever. And I kind of... Well, to be honest, I tried. Because it was the first thing I ever did. The Crow series. And we're talking like 6-7 years ago now. I looked at the Crow series. I started writing a Crow 1 review and realised that I just didn't have the skills for it. I just couldn't do it at the time. Now, I will definitely go back and do it at one point. What was I saying? Yes, now I will definitely go back and do it. But no, I never did a Crow 1. The one you are seeing that has been removed or is private, that is the original, the very, very first video I ever made, which was Crow City of Angels. That has since been replaced by the Redux version, the remake I made for Crow 2 City of Angels. So that's why that's there. I keep it there more for sentimental reasons. But I don't want anyone to see it because it is fuck awful. So that's why. And no, I have not seen Residue yet. I've been a bit too busy, to be honest. But yeah. I hope that answered the questions. If you've got any more, do let me know. Just send them my way. Got a really dry mouth. What's talking too much? Also, another question. How do you do the standing thing in one of the prophecy reviews? What? I'm not sure I know what you mean. You might need to elaborate a bit. You're like standing on a chair or... oh! Oh, you're talking about that. That's in the very first prophecy. First of all, I did that because for some reason in the prophecy the angels like to stand on the back of chairs for some bizarre reason. It's never really explained why they do that. But yeah, and I thought, why not do that? And turns out I could do it. Incredibly fucking dangerous looking back on it. Basically what I did, I had my chair and I stacked a load of books behind it. if you look back, you can actually really see it's really obvious. But I'm just standing on a precariously balanced set of books, literally on my tiptoes, just leaning on the front of my feet, very, very precariously, and I am gripping onto the back of the chair for grim death. And fortunately, it doesn't come across in my voice. But yeah, that was actually surprisingly dangerous looking back on it, because I could have fallen and just gone, arse over tea kettle into everything. But that was fun to do, and I don't know why I did it. I just wanted to do it because I kind of liked the look of it. And you can't actually tell, because me being a twat, I didn't actually focus the camera properly. But if you actually look back of it, I'm actually kind of dressed like Christopher Walken is, and I even did my nails like the angels have in the film, because they've kind of got weirdly almost bluish tint to their nails, and I did that. It was kind of just my attempt at cosplay. It's the only cosplay I've ever done. Yes, you are right there, Sidious Joker. What was the other questions I got? I noticed you have a large collection of Gundams on your shelves. Do you build models yourself? Yes, those are actually models. They're not action figures. They are model kits. Gunpla, they're called. They're freaking expensive to import them from Japan. But yeah, they're Gunpla models, and they're just snapped together. You don't need any glue. And they were just really fun to do. Because I when I was making them, you can actually notice that the collection gets bigger and bigger between videos. Because I would make them while I was editing. And it was just something for my hands to do, and for my eyes to do, to just sort of move away from the screen. And it was really quite therapeutic in that way. So that's why they all kind of appeared all at once. But yeah, they are models. You should do a video on your collection of things, especially anything related to the Cthulhu mythos. I don't have a lot of Cthulhu mythos stuff. I plan to get a lot more for video reasons. But yes, I'm sure I'll do a video on that at some point. And yeah, that was my finger if you heard that. But I think that's pretty much it for tonight. I've been going pretty well, and we've made a lot of progress, both on the stream, in the game, and everything. So yeah, once again, thank you all very much for sticking with it, sticking around and watching and being bloody good viewers. It's been very good. And like I said, I will probably see you all either Saturday or Sunday, to be honest. I haven't decided yet, but you will know when I go live. Because I won't be able to do it next week, as in next Tuesday. So it'll probably be this week to just sort of tide you over for that. So yeah, thank you once again, and I will see you then. And like I said, keep a lookout for more reviews coming up. So thanks, and goodbye, good night, goodbye. I did a bit of a extra there. I'm terrible at ending this. Sorry. Bye bye. Bye bye.